for vibing with me. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's... Dang, my allergies is crazy right now. But you know, I'm just a Sixer fan. Giving you my honest perspective. Sorry about that. Giving you my honest perspective on the NBA playoffs in 2025. Sorry about that. All right, so we got a lot to talk about, right? I'm gonna keep it real with you. The playoffs for this first round has been remarkably interesting. A lot of the games, specifically the Western Conference. The Eastern Conference, not so much. I'm gonna keep it real. Not so much in the East. Now let's start with the Cavs real quick in the Heat. I knew that series was over. I didn't really cover that series. I said there's no way. I don't see the Heat getting a single game. I don't see the Heat getting a single game, and I meant that, and they didn't. Celtics and Magic. Yes, the Magic are trying to get physical. They're trying to, you know what I mean, make it interesting. I know they got a game. I'm surprised they got a game. I think the series is about to be over, if it's not over right now. I think, did they play again for the game 5? But I know for a fact it's about to be over. That's not really a series. The Bucks and the Pacers, that's an unfortunate series that I think could have been the best series in the whole playoffs, first round. Because the Bucks, if Dame was healthy, I think the Bucks will have a chance. The problem is he's not healthy. He tore his Achilles and he's out. So that really sucks when it comes to the Bucks. Another thing is Kyle Kuzma is not that guy. Kyle Kuzma has been terrible all season. I mean, all playoffs. And that's just unfortunate, right? Unfortunate. Now, when it comes to the Pistons and the Knicks, now that series is a good series, even though the Knicks are up 3-1. That series could literally be tied 2-2. What was the final score last game? And I'm just a Sixer fan giving you my perspective on the 2025 NBA playoffs. Shout out to everybody in the building. I go by the name Mike Sports Vibes Ball, and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We cover the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel, but we do cover the NBA playoffs, and we cover big breaking news for any breaking trades, any big news we will cover on this channel. And I do play-by-plays for the Sixers, play-by-plays for the playoffs, if I didn't say that already. All right, now, when it comes to the Knicks and the Pacers, let's really talk about it. What's going on? Hola, the Knicks and the Pacers. Not Knicks and the Pacers, the Knicks and the Pistons, The Knicks and the Pistons. So, all right, everybody's talking about the foul. Yes, that was a foul, right? He should have shot 3. And I believe the Pistons would have won that game and it would have been tied 2-2. But what about everything before that play? What about all them bricking for chicken when it counts the most? Only dude that was really consistent was Cade Cunningham. Yes, Tobias would get you some points here and there and all that. But they just don't have enough. Hello. How y'all doing? Hit that like button if you haven't already. My name is Mike Sports Vibes Ball, and I'm covering the NBA playoffs. I'm a Sixer fan covering the NBA playoffs. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. So, what about all the other plays prior to that? I understand that was a crucial play. Honestly, that sucks that the refs got that wrong, right? That was a foul. The Pistons should probably be tied up right now in the series 2-2. But another problem that they have that they cannot solve, and that guy, his name is Towns, Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns was amazing in the fourth quarter, hitting clutch threes. Karl Anthony, what's going on, everybody? Make sure you hit that like button, consider subscribing. I cover the Sixers on this channel, the Phillies on this channel, and we will be covering the NBA playoffs throughout. All right, so Towns is a problem that the Pistons have no solution. They have no conclusion to the problem. They don't have nothing. They cannot guard Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns, there's no answer. The Pistons have no answer. When you have Tobias Harris guarding Towns, he's getting cooked. Anybody on the Pistons guarding Towns is getting cooked. Let's keep it all the way real. And when Towns is in his bag, He's one of the best players in the NBA and definitely a top 3 center in the NBA, top 4 center in the NBA when he wants to play, right? So he's the secret sauce for the Knicks. In order for the Knicks to get far in the playoffs, he has to be consistent, right? You know what you're going to get from Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean? Mikal Bridges is up and down. OG Anunoby is up and down. You know what I mean? Hart's been up and down as well, but he's a role player, definitely. But the key is Karl-Anthony Towns. And now that the Pistons are down, they're down 1-3 in the series to the Knicks, I just feel like I think the series is over. That was the game they should have won. The Pistons should have won Game 4, and they would have a chance. Since they lost Game 4, they're not winning this series. They're going to go home. They're going home. There's no way. I don't see it happening. I'll be pleasantly surprised because I want the Pistons to win, but I just don't see. I don't think they have enough. If your second best player is Tobias Harris, no disrespect to Tobias, he's not a player that can be that dude to be your second best player. You have to have a player. You have to get another star. That's what the Pistons are missing. The Pistons need another star to be truly a contender in the Eastern Conference. And Cade Cunningham is a very, very good building block to have because I'm going to keep it real with you. Cade Cunningham, in my opinion, is a star, and he is definitely close to being a superstar. Cade Cunningham literally cannot be guarded. There's nobody on the Knicks that can guard him. OG Anunoby can't guard him. Mikal Bridges can't guard him. You put Jalen Brunson on him, he's getting cooked. There's nobody on the Knicks that can guard Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is really that guy, and I'm hoping that the Pistons could come back, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening, man. I feel like the Pistons they just don't have enough talent. They just don't have enough. So they're going to have to make sure they draft the next star or trade for a star to put next to Cade Cunningham. Because Cade Cunningham is the real deal. And yes, I'll probably be saying, and even if they did win this series, they still ain't getting out the East. The Pistons don't have enough to get out the East, so they need another star. They're not getting past the Knicks, but I'm just saying, even if they happen to get and win in Game 7, they still ain't getting out the East. You're not beating the Cavs. You're not beating the Celtics. I'm talking about the real, if they could get another star with Cade Cunningham, I truly feel like they have a chance, right? So that's pretty much the East. The East is pretty much, you know what I mean? It's the Cavs and it's the Boston Celtics, right? All right, so now let's talk about the West. The West, I call it the Wild Wild West. The Western Conference for me is really up in the air. The Western Conference for me can literally go either way throughout the rest of this playoffs. I truly mean that. The West is crazy, right? So you got the Warriors up 3-1 up on who they playing? They playing the Rockets. And that game's getting real physical, and I'm absolutely loving it, right? So you got the Warriors going against the Rockets, and they're doing what they have to do to win. And Jimmy Butler coming back from the injury was just absolutely amazing. So what was the final score, right? The final score for that game, I think it was let me just make sure. I think it was 106 to 103. 109 to 106. And sorry about the win, y'all. So the Warriors definitely got that dub, and they earned that dub, man, because they won a game without Jimmy Butler, because Steph Curry was amazing, and then they just won a game because of Jimmy Butler again, and that was Game 4. So that's why they're up. That's why they're up 3-1. Jimmy Butler was so clutch, like he always is, and this is the biggest threat to the Timberwolves in OKC, in my honest opinion. Jimmy Butler had 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. Who else? Brandon. I can't say his last name, but Brandon, their guard, had 26, 5, and 5. Buddy Hield had 15 points. Steph Curry had 17 points. Quentin Post had 13 points. See, they have too many people that can score on the Warriors and not enough for the Rockets. Because not only want to say that, what it is there's not consistency with the Rockets. The Rockets, Jalen Green, I have a lot of respect for Jalen Green. I think he's one of the best young point guards in the game. But he literally is the most inconsistent point guard that has the skill set to be like, he could definitely be one of the best guards in the game. Hands down, he has everything, right? He has the handle. He can shoot. I don't know what his three-point percentage is. I gotta look that up. But like, dang, like, bro, you go from a 30-point game to an 8-point game. You keep going back and forth. There's no consistency. You had Fred VanVleet with 25 points. You know what I mean? You got, what's his name? Şengün with like 30-something points and 10 rebounds. So all Jalen Green had to do was give you a few points, give him at least 15 points. And the Rockets could have won this game, but Jalen Green just be disappearing way too much, man. You're not getting out the West now because now you're down 3-1, and I don't think Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler is going to allow, they're not going to allow the Rockets to come back, bro. It's over. The series is over. You know what I mean? And I believe the Warriors are going to have to go against the Timberwolves when the Timberwolves get past the Lakers. Oh, did I talk about the Lakers yet? All right, let's get to the Timberwolves and Lakers. That's another good series. I haven't talked about that. All right, so when it comes to the Timberwolves and Lakers, man, Timberwolves and Lakers, I forgot what the final score was, but let me say this right now: Ant-Man is just an amazing player. He's just an amazing player, and what Ant-Man did to the Lakers, had like 43 points. He had like 9 assists or 9 rebounds or something like that, or 6 assists, something like that, right? He was amazing. He plays both sides of the court. Yes. Let me say this. Luka had like 38 points for the Lakers. LeBron James had like 27. And LeBron was amazing last game. Besides that one play that I think is dirty, LeBron James has been amazing. Like last game, he was amazing. That was a really good game by LeBron James. He was playing on both sides of the ball. That was one of the best defensive performances I've seen by LeBron James in a very long time. So shout out to LeBron James being 40 years old, playing the way he was playing. But getting back to Luka. Like, I love Luka, man. I'm not hating. I'm just stating facts, bro. He's 6'9", 6'8". He has handle. He be crossing people up, making people look like, just making people look bad, man. Making people look bad. He does a lot of great things, right, offensively. But if you have 38 points, bro, you got to have more than 2 assists. You cannot play all those minutes and only have 2 assists, bro. Like, you gotta be a better facilitator. You gotta get more people involved. You have the ball in your hands more than any player on the team, even more than LeBron. And you gotta get more people involved offensively, and then the Lakers will have more of a chance of winning. But since you're not getting them involved for that specific game, for Game 4, now the Timberwolves are up 3-1, and I think the Timberwolves are going to win this series. I honestly do. I think the Timberwolves are going to win this series. And Ant-Man has definitely arrived. Julius Randle's been playing amazing. And who else? Jaden McDaniels was amazing as well. Naz Reid made some clutch threes at the end as well. This series, I think, is over as well. All right, now let's get to the final series that I really want to cover. I regret missing the games. I didn't get to watch any of these games, right? Because it's the Western Conference and it's hard to watch it coming from the Eastern being from the East, right? So the best series I haven't got to cover is the Clippers and the Nuggets, and it's going back and forth, back and forth. The series is tied 2-2, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. That's a 50-50 coin flip for that series, man. And the Nuggets, I'm not gonna lie, man. They're surprising me, man. They tied the series up. But I'm not really that surprised because Jokic is that good. He had like a 36-point triple-double. He was simply spectacular. And he's the main reason why they tied the series up. The main reason why, bro. Because at the end of the day, man, Joker was just spectacular. He had like a 36 points, 21 rebounds, and 9 assists, bro. Michael, Gordon, Braun, and Murray all had double-digit points. So they got the dub against the Clippers. But the Clippers are right there, man. That's a tough series to call. It was 101 to 99. So that was a very close game. That series is so up in the air. I don't know where to go But I just say that the Clippers are very dangerous because of Leonard. Leonard is just that good. James Harden is playing pretty good. It's hard, man. It's a hard series to cover, but I'm so proud of the Nuggets. Even though they fired their head coach, the Nuggets are still hanging in there. The Nuggets are still hanging in there. It's amazing, man. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Shout out to the Nuggets, man. I hope they can win, man. Jokic, keep doing your thing. It's nothing personal against the Clippers, but I just don't want the Clippers to win because, listen, man, it is personal. I'm going to keep it real. Because James Harden was on the Sixers and he was talking trash on the Sixers. You know I'm a Sixer fan. Leonard got that crazy bounce. It bounced off the rim like 3 times and went in. Nah, so I gotta go against the Clippers, bro. I gotta go, and then Ben Simmons is on the Clippers too. Listen, bro. I'm going against the Clippers all day, every day. Let's go Nuggets. As a Sixer fan, I'm going for the Nuggets to beat the Clippers, bro. As a Sixer fan, I'm going for the Warriors to beat the dang on who are they going against? The Rockets. As a Sixer fan, I'm going for the Timberwolves to beat the Lakers. As a Sixer fan, I'm going for the Pistons to beat the Knicks, even though that series is pretty much over. As a Sixer fan, I'm going for, who's another team? What's another good series? Well, the series is over for the Bucks and Pacers. That series is done because Dame is out. Unless the Bucks can figure out somebody that, I don't know what they're going to do. Unless Kyle Kuzma can step his game up, I don't know what they're going to do, bro. Giannis cannot do it by himself because the Pacers are one of the deepest teams in the NBA. It's going to be very hard for the Bucks to get this to a Game 7. So I think that series is over, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. Keep it all the way real with you. But that's all I pretty much got to say, man. Have a wonderful day, man. Like, hopefully everybody's good. And as always, God bless and be easy. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I cover the Philadelphia 76ers and the Phillies on this channel. And also, I will be covering the NBA playoffs on this channel as well. And MLB playoffs on this channel as well. But shout out to each and every one of y'all. And I hope that y'all are having an outstanding day. And I'm out. Peace.